You'd have me do what? Join the college and prance about casting spells all day?
Don't just walk away from me. Where do you think you're going?
To the inn for a drink, of course. Where else could I even go in this god's forsaken town?
And what? You think that'll solve all your problems?
Probably not, but it's worth a try. You look worse than I feel.
I do what's necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I can't Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exact. So I'll say I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top. Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. Some line about this clothing and Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber. I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. Fine, here you go. You get killed on account of this thing, it's not my fault. Got it? But I suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you? Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that.
For a dragon to attack Kyne's Grove. Why? Why there? Is no place safe?
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the... And if, in the process, my presence helps to... The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Do you? It is true there are some here who have spent years studying the accumulated knowledge of the scrolls. But what you seek does not... It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Great. I would be most impressed to see that. Greetings. Welcome to the College of Winterhold. There's nothing more I can teach you. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. If you can pass the test, then yes. Excellent. The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground? I look forward to it. If it's true, and you do... The voice. Would you mind showing me? I've never seen it firsthand. That! So the stories are true. Normally, I think there is much that we can learn from each other. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. No matter what, the college will endure.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as other... Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. Now that stability has been established to guide its people through this time of... I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusted.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it.
Mastery of magic.
Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind. And no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? No, I suppose we haven't. Brillina Marion of House Telvanni. First of my family to leave Morrowind in a long time. Now I'm here to study conjuration. That's what's important. So far, I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me. Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. After, others returned home after the Red Year. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out... I know I don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him. But he clearly doesn't trust any of us. I'd better
What
get
are we
going.
waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you...
You look a bit peaked.
You've been quiet
You
so
sure you
far.
shouldn't be home in
What do
bed?
you think we should do? Is that so?
What
See,
you learn
he agrees
here will
with us
last you a
too.
lifetime.
Why don't you
Several
actually
if
show
you're
us
talented.
something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical.
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is
We'll start with
tainted.
wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all the
Please,
war.
don't do anything to anger the locals. They don't need additional reasons to hate us.
Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go.
It is not the
Over
place
there,
of the
please.
college to
Just
become
opposite
involved
me.
in local
Wouldn't
politics.
want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
Someday the college may be fully accepted by the Nords. I hope that my work as Archmage may help.
I'm trying to pay attention.
New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. Magic is seen as something for elves, and no offense, of course. Not at all. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence. I know he's from the I also know that no one really believes that. I've been trying to avoid him, honestly. Until
You are
next
new,
time.
yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? Ah, this is good. But Jizargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo. There is much for Jizargo to be. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful.
You are new here,
Of
are
this
you
there
not?
is no doubt.
We have not spoken.
Until next time.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos. I am quite content to see nearly any... But I do... Are we clear? Purpose. Magic is it shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented. secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is...
What are you doing?
All right.
Never should have...
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? As a matter of fact, there are. Immensely powerful mage, back in the first era. He holed himself up in lab. Since then, I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's error? You think that even if I did have, it would be kept under the highest security? The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about? Wait, I'll bring everything we have on them. But it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Assorted books, scrolls. I'm sure you'll find something useful. Fight well. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Hey, watch it!
Please don't bother the Archmage unless... Well, that depends on... Feralda can teach destruction spells, and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim, and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about him. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic. Hopefully any discoveries made in your pursuits will be shared with the members of the college first. That way we all benefit.